Hi guys, Mr. New Mobile here. Apple iPhone 13 release date, price, and specs. Please subscribe followed by the bell. You can also keep up on Facebook, Twitter by clicking the links in the description. We have more confirmations of the new iPhone 13 will be the best yet. It was swamped with Apple news from launch dates and new products to the iPhone 13 design display, and the camera. So yesterday many was surprised when Siri was advising people of an Apple event on the 20th of this month. Then, later on in the day they did officially announce it. In the event is the spring-loaded event, and we're expecting it to contain the new iPad Pro, and maybe even the S tags. But this event will of course not be for the iPhone 13. No, judging by the name it can be aimed at the new Apple Pencil, to expect the iPad Pro take up a lot of the time. Next up, with new vendors to the standard iPhone 13 that were published by My Smart Price, while they are very basic, they do show some detail. This is supposedly based on the information on the front. You can just about see a reduced notch, and on the right, you can see a new camera layout which has just had a minor change, having the cameras at diagonally spaced. This is of course for the standard iPhone 13. We don't get too much information from it. We do at least get confirmation of reduced notch on the front. We also had a tweet from Duan Roy this morning that backed this up even further. Now, he tweeted a photo of the iPhone 13 film samples, and as you can see the magic, but the render we just looked at as well as the samples leaked last week for models of the iPhone 13. It's looking like the notch it can be roughly the same size and height which used in width thanks to the course be shipping moved. About the notch, the next up with a couple of reports about a 14 megapixel camera. This unfortunately is not for the iPhone 13, it's actually can be in successor in 2022. The news comes from reliable analyst Ming Chi Kuo, as well as Ice Universe. They say that the sensor size can be increased along with the resolution. It can offer pixel bending to allow for 48 megapixel output, as well as 12 MP. Is important to note that more megapixel does not mean it's a better camera, but just that it has a higher resolution for the sensor size is important, and the largest sensor will no doubt result in better photography. There is also a story from in the display Face ID system debuting alongside the new periscope lens. But again, this was from Ming Chi Kuo. It's not the iPhone 13, and actually the iPhone we'll see in 2023. We had so many leaks for the iPhone 13. We pretty much know what we're getting here. Although it was still unsure if this can record the iPhone 13 or the iPhone 12s. New report from DG Times is also stated that both Samsung and LG is converted that Apple lines to produce LTPO displays. We know what the 120 Hz is coming. I was advised a couple of weeks ago with the decision has been finalized, so if you're looking forward to a 120 Hz iPhone 13, it will please to know that both the iPhone 13 Pro and the iPhone 13 Pro Max will have it, and of course is also can be other upgrade from the predecessor. So for those interested, when I will run through the full specs, design, and the expected pricing, the iPhone 13 series. Here are the rumored specs for the iPhone 13 models. iPhone 13 comes with 6.1 OLED sRXDR, 2532 by 1170, 460 ppi. 4 GB RAM plus 64 GB, 128 GB, 256 GB. Aluminum frame. Dual rear cameras. iOS 15 plus a 15 Bionic chip. 64 GB is $800. 128 GB is $850. 256 GB is $950. iPhone 13 mini, 5.4 OLED sRXDR, 2340 by 1080, 465 ppi. 4 GB RAM plus 64 GB, 128 GB, 256 GB. Aluminum frame. Dual rear cameras. iOS 15 plus a 15 Bionic chip. 64 GB is $700. 128 GB is $750. 256 GB is $850. iPhone 13 Pro, 6.1 OLED sRXDR, 120 Hz, 2532 by 1170, 460 ppi. 6 GB RAM plus 128 GB, 256 GB, 512 GB, 1 TB. Steel frame. Triple cameras plus LiDAR. iOS 15 plus a 15 Bionic chip. 128GB is $1,050, 512GB is $1,350, 256GB is $1,150, 1TB is $1,550. iPhone 13 Pro Max, 6.7 OLED sRXDR 120Hz, 2778 by 1128, 458 ppi. 6GB RAM plus 128GB, 256GB, 512GB, 1TB. Steel frame. Triple cameras plus LiDAR. iOS 15 plus a 15 Bionic chip. 128GB is $1,150, 512GB is $1,450, 256GB is $1,250, 1TB is $1,650. If this 1TB storage happens, we could see around $1,650, which is an incredibly huge price tag. So of course, with so many leaks floating around that things won't be clear to get closer to launch and prototypes are made and hopefully leaked as always, I'll be sharing with you guys straight away, but like to know your thoughts in the comments, and if you are new here please subscribe, like the video, comment. Thanks for watching. See you on my next video. Peace out.